But this is the Burger Man right here. Burger News and Entertainment. And this just in. Jim Jones is saying he's better than Nas. And let's get into a little bit. We're going to play from the Joe and Jaded podcast. So check this out.
Where a young kid was comparing you to Nas and saying that you got
that's my young boy.
big hits. Yo, he looked to you. He learned how to wear the BB Simon belt from you. He got his swag. Like, how crazy is that? Because in my era, you know what I'm saying, Nas is like a god.
In my era too. I mean,
so to be compared,
let me that young kid. Let me.
Hold on one quick. Hold on one, y'all. Let's get back to it.
He was young, and we loved that he loved Jim Jones. I want you to break this down.
Let's break this down. I admired Nas, but remember, Nas' first record, The Barbecue, came out when I was in 11th grade. So Nas was my idol when I was young. Like you did, came to dressing, the wordplay, the music, everything. I was a superior Nas fan. Period. I'd never take that away from him. But then, as I got in the game, you got to realize that your rivals would be idols, and not to take anything away from that. I've developed my own style and my own lane that these kids start to gravitate towards the same way I gravitated towards Nas when I was younger and things like that. It's a whole different generation. We talking about 94, 93. I was in 11th grade. Nigga, it's 2025. There's a big gap there, you know what I mean? And I want people to understand that. So when Shorty's telling people that, yeah, he's 20-some years old, that goes to show the part of the era that he's in, that I came into light and started going crazy that these kids love me. They don't really know who Nas is. If he's 22, he's born in 03.
Not all of them, some of them know. But
you know what I mean?
A lot of them know.
So basically, when he's speaking his piece, he basically feels like he's a better rapper than Nas. He's more influential. Not to say he doesn't discredit Nas's career. Yeah, he was influenced by Nas himself, but he just feel like he, I guess, reached a bigger audience because he's the not new, but like, did his thing. How about that?
Yes,
but it's that
some music.
No,
some kids that.
No, I love that.
There's some kids that love hip hop. But your kid, he's your son.
He's your son.
He's your son.
No, but he knows.
My son can't tell you one Nas record.
And that's true. A lot of these, depending on who you're talking to, the hip hop that I grew up listening to was like from like 40 and to 35 years of age, probably and older. Like if you ask the normal 16-year-old, 17-year-old, 8-year-old, 9, you say who's Nas is, they probably don't even know who that is. You know what I mean? Not because they don't know, it's just not their time. You know what I mean? It's not their time. They're not going to listen to a Nas. Anything that's 20 years, 25 years ago is considered outdated. So, yeah, but Nas is one of the best. And young kids don't know that either.
You heard? Like let's keep it a buck here.
Yeah,
like let's keep it a buck. You heard? Let's keep it a buck because you'll bring it up. There must be some type of misconception or what's that word when it comes to Jim Jones and what Jim Jones have done in this game. A lot of these rappers,
we made him take the darkies off.
A lot of these rappers have done a tremendous job, and I take nothing away from them. But they forget I got a hell of a catalog. Me, Jim Jones, myself, gold records, platinum records, gold albums, platinum albums. No, me, Jim Jones. No diplomats, no nobody else. Me, Jim Jones. Check my track record. Then check everybody else's track record. Then go to the billboards and check all my entries. Then check all them niggas' entries and shit like that. And I'm not taking nothing away from nobody. But I hear the comparisons and then niggas be trying to act funny when it comes. No, I've been spanking a lot of this shit. I'm talking about the industry. I've been putting on. So let's not get into that where we get into the numbers and I gotta show you the statistics of what I've done. You heard to what other people was done. You heard them. You want to go to the Billboard entries? Pull up Nas Billboard entries, then pull up my Billboard entries.
Listen, we can't compare the two. What I'm trying to tell you is
I want to go there. Hold on. I want to go down the line now because now we going down the line.
No,
he's a rapper and I'm a rapper.
Listen,
no. Let's go statistically.
It feels great.
No, but I want to go statistically because when people be like.
I feel the same way. We all feel the same way.
Forget about the numbers. My numbers back up.
Let me step up to the forefront. Us in the music of hip hop culture have a problem. Is a thing, and it's nothing. The world goes off numbers, but in hip hop we don't pay enough homage to those before us the correct way, and sometimes it's even myself. So it gets. No other genre of music fucking, I don't even know who to use.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, hip hop is like basketball.
Jelly Roll's never gonna say that about
hip hop is like basketball. John Morant get on the court with LeBron. He wants to kill LeBron. So this is what this is about.
Any of that shit is murder.
You know that Jada and Fat Joe don't believe that Jim Jones is the better rapper than Nas, or more influential. Nas came out at a time that he was like, I think 17 or 18 years old, and was considered one of the best rappers ever with Illmatic. He had such a impact on rap, period. It was just like, wow, he was something fresh. This is after Big Daddy Kane and after Kool G Rap and them. Even though he's influenced by Kool G Rap, but he just came after the early 90s, and he was the one that made mafioso rap big.
This is what this is about. There's nothing there's never is me. Putting me up against anybody, I'm taking me every time. Every time.
Okay,
every
but
time. In all
let me
categories.
say something though, Jim.
In every category, I get busy.
You started off supposed to.
I mean, any rapper should feel like that competitively. Like if you rap or I rap, or you're not gonna say someone's better than you lyrically. I mean, it's a competitive sport. I'm talking about hip hop that I used to listen to. It was very competitive. I always had to say the better rhyme than you did, or you got to say something slicker, or it was a lot of charisma during that time. I mean, there is none of that now these days. But I don't. Hey, look. If Jim Jones wants to feel like he's the better rapper, he can feel that way, but the facts are not the facts of what he's saying. It's just how he feels.
Saying you grew up watching Nas. The only problem, the only situation I'm saying now to you, right? There is no situation.
I always tell people
kids should worship you.
You fucking started.
No, I'm not doing this. I did not know it was going there.
Because you're really friends with him.
He gonna be mad at you.
Not me. I don't know him. You heard?
Oh, he's a beautiful guy.
That's my brother.
I know he's a
but
beautiful
he gonna be
guy.
mad at you. I'm not gonna bring my name up in that conversation, bro. Like, come on, bro.
We didn't know all that.
When he all the time, somebody saw on the internet
You're not
that
gonna
he
mention
didn't have
me
to
next to
ask.
nobody. I'm not gonna talk
You
my
didn't
shit.
have to do that.
I'm a pop mines every time. You heard?
I just told the people you're not doing none of that. And what did he do?
Good audio. You heard?
Listen,
Niggas don't even know about the audio.
Can we talk about? All right. I love this interview, although it was very painful. It was at a tough time. When I seen you, I don't forget where it was at. If it was Hot 97 or something, when you were just saying, "Yo, you a family man. You never made no excuses, even when you went through tough times. You took care of your family. They never knew you was going through tough times." I applaud you with that interview. I feel like that's one of them classic interviews that stands out to me in hip hop music. Do you feel like after that interview now, do you feel like that's what you was talking about? Like, I'm going to fight my way back to the top and I feel good right now about where I'm at in the world? Because I love that interview.
Well, that interview was just a test of where I was at the time and the things that I knew I had to do in order for me to progress.
Then he brought the temperature back down.
I mean,
I don't want to hear that shit.
I switch this shit off and on, you heard? I got different characters I gotta play. You talk about the sport and I'm gonna go hard. You heard me talk about
Let's talk about
but that's
that interview and the passion you had behind that.
I still got the same passion as you can see. You heard? I'm a passionate brother. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I cry a lot of shit like that. I'm very emotional. So when people talk about me, I gotta stand up for me because nobody else gonna stand up for me, as you see. You heard? I fight all my battles on my own. I take losses and I take my wins.
I mean, I respect what Jim Jones is saying. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just gonna wrap this up soon, so let me see what else he has to say.
The same way. You heard? The same smirk, just like this. Yeah, let's get this correct, because you know, and the media stress this shit so many different ways. When they see me get excited, I get excited because I'm a very passionate person. Everybody knows this, and as a man, when you talk about me, I'm always gonna pick me first. But as a fan, I'm one of the biggest fans of Nas. I know one of his albums word for word, back and forth. Like that was my era when I was first coming outside and things like that. Nas had wrote the playbook for how we was running the streets and things like that. He also dressed the way we was running the streets back then and things like that. And not to take him away from all the niggas, but Nas had a hold on us and shit like that when we was younger and things like that. The same way Pac had a hold on us, but from New York City, he came with a whole different flavor and a different cadence at the time that was well needed. It switched from what we heard in Big Daddy Kane to a whole nother way of hustlers was talking and rhyming and things like that, and everybody understood that. Like, yo, he would, like, I can never take away anything that he's done in the game. I can't, you heard? And that's not it. But as a competitive man, that's all I'm doing is popping my shit, and this is what hip hop is about. But for the most part, I got no problem with Nas. Shouts to Nas. Shouts to all of them guys.
Who's most influenced you now that did you?
I mean, hey, I mean, you said it right there. Jim Jones said he fuck with him. He got no beef with him. He just feel like in a competitive sport. He said he's gonna be better because he speaks for himself. He's speaking that, you know, he don't want nobody speaking bad on his name. But he just that's speaking with ego a little bit. You know what I mean? That's something that he is as a person. But Nas, come on, Nas is one of the greatest rappers of all time, man. I can't. Jim Jones and Nas. I'm gonna go with Nas. Jim is nice. He had his time. He had his era. I mean, he has a couple of joints, but he's not more influential than Nas. He's not. I mean, but not to say that Jim Jones doesn't make good music. He makes good music. He's been around the game almost 15 plus years. But yeah, point blank, but you're just not better than Nas. God bless everyone. This is the Burger Man. I hope you enjoyed this little talk because I'm not going to play the rest of this. This is pretty much leading to a different thing, but God bless.
I'm from Brooklyn, you looking, I'm where the money at. Mummy rap rappers, I never been with the dummy raps. Dumb it down for what? Dummies know that my money stacked. Baking soda stove, Spanish hove, I'm fucking crack. I do the humbling, never been with the fumbling. Fuck mumbling, competition, I'm crumbling. From school to prison, detention, leading to sentencing. I used to dribble, I never scribbled the sentencing. See you the era of this new era. Too terror, bites of information, I'm too clever. You ever hear a nigga this good? You never. Why? Cause y'all boys playing, I'm Hugh Hefner, two-stepper.
I was down, now it's up and it's over. Dirty shoes on the sofa. You wanna show, let me show ya. Strawberry fields, sweet life fruits of my labor. No favors, just highly favored. I stay sturdy, never waver.
Ice on the chain, jealous the wrist brighter. Piff lighter, my shit tighter. Call me the script writer. Fade in, fade the black. That's how the screenplay. For the cheese like Green Bay, my level Jean Grey. Cause if God gets you, it's God bless you. Y'all niggas softer than scar tissue. The bars hit you, take away breath like SARS hit you. The SARS with you. When you the GOAT, they wanna spar with you. Turn the bass up, metaphors will burn your face up. From the waist up, have doctors lacing your face up. So just be happy I be letting you live. And I ain't with a bunch of niggas showing up where you live.